Alright, so modular engines today, moving on with stators for the motors and then obviously rotors. We're going to wire it all up. I might be setting up some more stator machines for future production lines, but let's see how it goes. I'm interested in also, what does my map look like right now as I load up? All these trucks, they're all just like stopped. These ones are stopped, but I'm just not going to do anything. We'll just check it every couple of minutes and it should all just make work. There's something that goes on with the initial loading of the save. So there's one stop there for no reason. And that one's going. Oh, we're running low on packaged biofuel. We'll have to put more, I think, canisters in there. Some more plastic. Yeah, just plastic. That'll top that up. All right, beautiful. Oops. Yeah, so they're all stopped there, but they don't actually say there's an issue on the map. And we're just going to let it sort itself out, because I've seen it sort itself out many times before. Now we're going to go the next floor up. This is Stators. Yep. Before I do that, how did I space these in the building? Because I'm going to change that. I don't need that much space. I could definitely bring that back. And how many are in here? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We could get 9 with that there. I was thinking about this the other day. Well, that's quite a big size still. Alright, this one here might be alright, we might move it later. We'll see. How's that map going? They're all still sitting there. It's very disheartening, maybe? Concerning? Alright, so with it, so it was there, and a lot of the future lines in this one are going to be, I've got 1, 2, 1, 1, 4, so it's 4, 5, 6. That's, sorry, let me bring this over. So I've got 1, and then 2 more, that's 3. That'll be another floor. That's 4. That's 5. and that's 9. I can fit all of those. Perfect. And then that'll be a separate floor again. Either 9 or 8 on this floor, I'm not too fussed. But what I was looking at there is I have a 4, so I have a pair. That's fine. Yeah. Alright, so if I was to move this I'm going to say there, because from a merger perspective, it's going to be in the center of 2 of them. And if that was there, that's fine there. That gives me some wiggle room. Kind of I want to go one more. No, that won't work. If that's there, oh yeah, and then my merger was there. Oh, I'm on the wrong rotation of the building. So that one there, and that goes there. That's a little bit more out, but that's okay, as long as that works. And that allows a fair amount of room here for some belting of stuff. Alright, so if I do machines, assemblers by 3, right, is that the same? No, yep, alright. I'm going to try and fit 9 on this floor if I can. So I'll probably go there. Seven, 8, 9. Perfect. Alright. Check the map again. These are all still doing nothing. Now, some of these moved. So something is happening. I still don't have anything saying that there are vehicles deadlocked. I've got the same behavior here. Just keep an eye on it. Alright, so if all of these, most of these are going to be like that. So let's get my sign. Assembler sign. One first. Okay, so actually I might, let's go up and change this. We'll go onto the roof and configure the recipes, and then they'll all be fine. We'll update the sign. So blueprint designer, We'll load our logistics. Assembler. Trucks are still sitting there. Now see, look, those are flicking and then they're stopped. Now they're flicking and then they're stopped. So it is kind of working stuff out. Now this one just bumped that, and then it's like once one bumps something, it causes them all to just start going, oh, hold on, actually, I'm supposed to be moving. Because there was 4 up here before, and now 2 of them are moving. Yeah, it's really strange. Alright, so this one is going to be the modular engines. No, it's going to be the next thing it's for is motors, but it's for modular engines. And then that's steel pipe. And that is 15 for one machine. And this one is wire, and it's 40 for one machine. And its output is a stator, and it's outputting 5. Alright, we'll just save that. That updates that sign now, because I'm going to do a few of them. Now if we have a look on the map again, there's still a couple of trucks weird. Things are getting better. They don't show as being deadlocked. It's not ideal though. Alright, so we're going to put it there. So there's 1. And then there's 2. So I'm going to put the 2 in the middle of the 2. And then there's 1, 1 and 3. So that's those 2. And there's 1, 1. Then the 3 is for plutonium fuel rod, so it's the 4. So it's actually 1, 2, 3, 4. So it'll be in the middle here. I'll fill them in as I go backwards. So this one is for what's NQP? It's what's it called? Neural quantum processor. Holy moly. And that's the next thing in line is motor. It's for motors. Yep. This one is going to be 54 steel pipe for 4 machines. So that's 13.5 each. And then that's 144 wire. It's going to be 36 each. And that will output 18. So that's that one. Right, the next one is this one. And it is, this is for turbo motors. No, this is for electromagnetic control rods. Whatever they are. So this is for thermal propulsion rocket. This one. And this one will be I'm putting the weird number squiggle just to help, because it's a bit more complicated than that, but it just helps me do this. And that will be 2.505. Right, that's that one. The next one is also for thermal propulsion rocket. And this one is, it's for motors. Yep. And that one is 14. Ish. And 37. Apparently. And that's going to output 4.67. Right, that's that one. Then the next one is a pair. This is magnetic field generator. Yep. but it's actually for motors, this one. No, it's electromagnetic control rods as well for magnetic field generator. Rightio. And this is going to be 18. 2 is 9 each. And 48. 2 is 24 each. And it's going to output 6 per minute. Taylor T. Rose working. Well, welcome, not working. Morning smirking. Well, it's morning for us. That's true. It's the end of my day. Still got a little bit of my day left. Hope you're having a good day. I am, thank you. I hope you are as well. Finally, I've got a deadlock message. Right. Where? Over here. So it's finally figured every truck out except for whatever's going on over here. Let's go and fix that and then we'll come back here. Ah, Unova Pixel. Right. There you go. You just change your name. Yeah, I often just randomly change my name. I've seen people lose bets and have to change their name in Twitch chat. Alright, over here. I'm interested if I was running a dedicated server, if this issue would ever happen. Hey, I need some of those. That's right, just drive through each other, why don't you? And that should fix, that was that one vehicle deadlock and that's it. Everything else is now running again. Very interesting. And yeah, I want to grab this. Can't believe I overlooked this one.
Witness a single strand of the tapestry.
I was just getting a creature warning message then, but where from? Oh, too late for them. Well, that's funny, losing a bet, having to change names. Yep. It was pretty funny too. It was a stupid name they had to change it to. And because of the way Twitch works, you can't change your name straight away. There's like a cooldown period of, I can't remember if it's 30 days or something. But when you've passed that cooldown period, you can't change it back to the previous name, I think, straight away. You have to change it, and it's only until the next change that you can eventually then change it back to the previous one. Something like that. So yeah, it really screws you around. That second bit I can't remember. I could be wrong. That happened a couple of years ago. But it's still funny nonetheless. It didn't happen to me, so it's funny. Alright, this is the last one which is already set correctly. Alright, now, steel pipe. I think the steel pipe will be ready. We just have to make the machines. I've got a feeling the ingots are already made. Before we're going to do that, we've got a sink here. We need to set up our overflow, which I think, in all honesty, if I go smart splitter for foundry, this would be everything I need. I would have to rotate them. But I don't, well, it will work for the doubles. I may have to rotate some of these, that's not a big deal. I had a different one. Yeah, I reckon I'm going to do this, but not for this one. It'll be for this one here, because it'll be a pair. Oh, that's tough. So if it was a pair, that would work. If I did it here, that might be better. And then alright, so let's think about this for a second. I might change this. Actually, all I need to do is I wanted to go higher, and I'll just have to delete them from above, the extra. That might work. And the reason for that is I want the input here. So now, and these are all going to be yeah, okay, yep. So this is the smart splitter. So left was overflow. And if I did right as overflow, then I can have the sink line going that way. Now that's going to get in the way of my sign. I can change the sign, that's fine. Because that would be like that. And that'd be like that. So then all I would do is change a few things here. Some of this seems if I'm going to do this, maybe I should do it another blueprint. Yep. So I can put it all in one blueprint. So if I go load blueprint, I'm going to do two. Yeah, I'm going to change. So I'm going to do this. My smart splitter foundry. Or whatever. It's in a different blueprint design size. Alright. In second thoughts, I'm going to clear that and I'm going to make it. I'm going to go logistics, this one here. So that's the way it is currently. I want to erase it. Sponger, welcome. Good to see you. I'm going to get rid of. How are you on this fine day, Spongelet? So I'll get rid of those. And I'm going to go left as overflow. And right is overflow. And then I'm going to put... Now there's no reason why I couldn't put the merges underneath. Yeah, I think that's going to be better. So if I had that one there, and that one there, then I can still have that one there. that there. That's it. That's what I want. We'll save that, and then we'll make a version of this without these splitters here for use with single machines. That's going to save so much work. Oh, before that, they need to be supported, obviously. And I'm not going to worry about supporting these belts here. Oh, you know what? Maybe I will. Makes the lifts look supported. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, so that is smart splitter plus smart for assembler. So it's what's the blueprint? It's just the incoming to my assemblers, so that what I've been doing with all my stuff in these is on my input on all my machines in my factory, I overflow. So if it's too much, out it goes. Every building has a sink. So that's for 2 or more machines. Maybe if I put assemblers like that, that'll make it easy for me to understand. And you're okay, that's good to hear. So it's going to go under machines. No, logistics. Smart splitter. Oh, I've got to put the word for assemblers. Will it fit? We'll do that. And then, because for single machines, I don't need that. So that's the loadout for a single. That's easy. For assembler 1. Didn't really need it, but hey. What's one extra blueprint gonna matter? Alright, so now that's the one I want. That'll go there. Oh, is that going to work for when there's another one next to it? It's not really going to work, is it? That's my one problem. Maybe The problem's only on one side. Oh, that does my head in. Does that mean I have to space my machines apart more? I don't really want to have to. I think the answer is let's try this. The answer is the direction I bring the goods in. So here. Oh, if it's a single too, I can even save space. Like that. And then I would have overflow goes to the left. So my product's going to come in here. One more. That goes there. My overflow will go to the right. And then, oh no, that doesn't work. So I'm supposed to have product coming in here, but this would work still. This will still work if I did, right, so I will need one back here Yeah, I think I can do this. Let me try again. No, I don't want to redo this. Let's just do this. Alright. So this one here still comes in that side. But it's straight ahead on the overflow. And then I have it come out here to there. And it feeds to there. That's the one. I think that's it, because that allows me to have machines next to each other. I think that'll work. No, we'll just overwrite. Overwrite at the top of it. I'm so confident I'm gonna clear the blueprint and get rid of the designer. Alright, so get rid of this. So it's this one. Like this. It'll go there. So when that one goes there, now this is going to go, but there. So now when I have a machine next to it, that'll work. Alright, so this one here I'm going to get rid of. So this one is this one. Now this one's, because it's 2 machines wide, that may work still. It's supposed to be for a... I might change this still and do this one here the same as that one. No. Oh yeah, that would work. Yeah, let's redesign that one. Right, okay, so I deleted the designer, but different purpose now. But this is easy to change, this one, so let's load the blueprint. This one. Alright. So I'm going to change this one here to have its input coming from there. So center, no, right will be overflow. No, left will be overflow and right will be the product. Yep. So get rid of this and that, and I have that like that. I think that's the answer. That should cover all my scenarios. So I'll do that again. That goes there. And that goes there. So the way this one works is that one there, that one there. Perfect. Because that's a two-way split, that one. The resources come in, it's for two. And it will also work for a 3. And then this one will be and then you'll basically have a Mark IV belt connecting all the way along for our sink, which I'm not liking that there. We'll change that. I can bring that there and come down. So I could have that going out that way. Like that. No, I'm off by 1. Abby, how you going? How was the day? It was very good, thank you. Just another day. Got some work done. What about yourself? And this one I might just do. I reckon I'm going to do them this way. Oops, that's the wrong spot. Great, have a wonderful day. Is Randy there? Yeah, he is. He's just having a snooze. So make sure I did that correctly. That'll go there. That's going to be my overflow. And there is our sink sorted. Perfect. So I'm going to build the rest of those while I'm got it in my head. So now there's another single that goes here. Another one there. And the last one is a bit different. It's for 4. So I might do the 4. I didn't think about that. But I think I've got it. Actually, I think I can do it really nice and cleanly for this one. So if I had a splitter, I think it's 5. Yeah. I think it'll be there. Like that, I think. If I had this, where am I off? I need to go back one. Right. Yep. Do it. And then I think there. And this one here. So then That's it there. So with that there, then I can put this one in the same position and split it there. And if I put it in the center, say there, one of these is going to need to be updated, the wire. I'll do this later, but that's what I want. Yeah, and then that allows for that perfectly to work. Uh-oh, I've screwed up. I've screwed up all of these. Not a big deal. I'm glad about blueprints. That's all I can say. Blueprints allow for happy mistakes. So that lined up with something. I thought I was doing it right before, but I screwed up somehow. That's right, because I just have to shift this. That's all. It still is the same. And it was going here and there. You always got to double check. Now this sign here. Okay, copy. Paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. That one I can read. Yeah, I have to change them all. Just as well I know how to copy and paste. That one I can read. However, it's not going to be aesthetically the same as all the others. Alright, on that note, I'm going to quickly have a toilet break. Abby, doesn't that copy and paste automatically? I'm just wondering. So, yes, if you copy that to there, yes, it copies it. But when you copy a blueprint, the blueprint uses what was in the sign when the blueprint was created in the blueprint maker. It doesn't copy the settings in the blueprint, in the ones that you changed. So because I was making all of these the same, I updated this sign in my blueprint maker, pasted, built it all, and then went and put all the values in for each of the different setups as I went. That's why when I copied and pasted the sign, it had the pipes, the wire, and that, because that's what I set in the blueprint maker. Excuse me. All right. I don't think in this blueprint that one and that one is required. That should be changed, Nat, for dev? Not really, because it's you copying a blueprint. You're not copying. It's a tough one. There's arguments for both ways. Where's the personal elevator? Oh, this is one of these buildings. I think this is a building where I didn't do a personal elevator. I personally feel like I've let the team down. Oh, on that note. Alright. It's just a little side quest. Yeah, that's Satisfactory's full of little side quests, isn't it? Actually, no, that one. That's everything on that floor. Oh, I haven't set the... Oh, I made a bit of an error there. I've got no power. I haven't set the recipes on all of these. This one was 100%. And then this is 60%. This one is 93.4%. .1%, and then these last four are 90%. Perfect. Alright, that's that done. Now to fix the power. Yeah, it is, I guess. I think I'll cry blood tears before my aluminum factory. It's certainly a challenge everyone has. And that. I'm not a fan of that. I wonder. I really want. I wonder if I can do another one. Actually, that's where I want it. But it's gonna clip in the machine. It's not what I want. Alright, well, in this case, I think we're just gonna have to go. Alright. We hooked up a little bit of extra power. Alright. Okay, now I've got all this ready to go. I need to bring in pipe and wire for this first one. This is our current goal, is this one here. So I'm going to bring in pipe factories over there. I think I'm going to need to go going to be complicated. Right, if I went... Pipe was going to come from that way because wire's coming from over there. So that would need to be there. Which I think would be fine there. So that would be mark 1. I think you saw an electromagnetic control rod symbol there. Yep. Does the second image have the wrong image? No. So let me explain how my signs work. So this production line, the end product is the magnetic field generator. That's the one that could be 3 or 4 steps down this production line. But the next product that the stators is for is an electromagnetic control rod. So thermal propulsion rocket, the next product for that is a motor. Thermal propulsion rocket, the next product for that is an electromagnetic control rod. That would be easy to identify. That's why the signs are on the outside like that. When you have a massive spreadsheet like I've got with everything planned out, it's very easy just to look at a picture like that and go, right, okay, I understand what that's for. Alright, could this one go here? So you can take the output to where you would build the electromagnetic control rod. That's right, yep. And then at the next one, where the electromagnetic control rod machine is, the sign would reflect the next step in the chain. Now, I don't think this one's going to work because over here... Oh no, yep. Oh yeah, I can. That is available. And... Oh yeah. And this is the pipes are on the next... This may work. No, it's the wrong way. So the first machine's for my depot. There's a floor underneath of another 8 Stator machines doing other projects. We're on the second floor. We're onto other production lines. That one's coming back here. Ooh, let's hope. Oh, I don't know. It might be lucky. So it's the one there. Yeah, I can make this work. This is the factory I need to be. Should have been here from episode 1. I'll learn through the series. That's alright. A lot of it was designed as I went. So, guess what? I've got just the answer you're after. This whole entire playthrough is on YouTube. Long episodes, not just cuts. The full-length episodes with my breaks taken out. How lucky are you, hey? Over here. So that's number 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh man, it's almost like it was meant to be. It's awesome. Alright. Okay, so that one is steel pipe to the right. And nothing here. And to the left is the overflow, which means this one will be coming in from here, so the left will be wire. And the right will be none. Alright, now look at that, double advertisement on my YouTube channel. If you didn't know the first time. Alright, over to the steel pipe factory now. We might even put walls in the steel pipe factory. That's where we're up to. Probably another floor. Or have I... Oh, look at this. I see a bunch of pre-made machines. Or is that just how I've laid out the thing? Let's have a look. Right, so... Where's my steel pipe? Steel pipe? Rotors for the modular engine. Stators for the modular engine. One machine 75%. Where are they? So they're all built. These are just randomly built. This is just off a template. We'll start down this end. Okay. Just going to have a look for a sec. Got one. There's a 2, so that's 5. There's a 3. That's uranium fuel rods, so it's a different building. And that's a different one. And then 1. Okay, that'll all fit on this floor. So I'm going to put my that like that, and that would need to go, if that was for 3, there. Double check. Yep, alright. Because the sink is there. Alright. You was scrolling to find episode 1. Good stuff. Not a problem. There is a playlist there. Gaz, he did stream tonight? You bet. You bet. I've decided to give it a go. Just something different for a change. Alright, so this will be... Did I update my... That's a new one. Yeah, I think I'm going to delete the old signs. Back to work tomorrow after a few days off, so I'll be bailing shortly if I resist loading up Borderlands. Oh, I see. When there's a 1 in 69 420 chance that we're all just dreaming. Oh dear. Such awesome numbers. What is this? Constructor? Whatever I was making. Oh, yeah, sheet. Okay, alright. This is making the next part, and the production line is a stator. And this is for modular engines. And it is steel ingots. And it is 15 in. And it will make 10 per minute. That needs to be 50%. No, I read the wrong one. Crap. That's the sign for the stators. For the rotors. That's right, I'll just copy and paste. And then that one's done. Rotor, modular engine. That's the numbers for the rotors. That one's at 50%. Rightio. And oh crap, it's in the wrong spot. Not having a good luck here. Question is, do I leave the sign in the wrong spot? Okay. Now these numbers are 22.5, and then we're going to output 15. That's modular engine. This one is both the modular engine. All right. So let's belt these back. Put the overflow in first. Place this line twice, 3 times the charm. You bet. That's how we do it here. Now there will be... the next one will be for 2. So I reckon... the next one of these will go... between the middle of these, like that. Wow! And there will be another one for 2. So it'll go here. Just some sort of weird thing when I was pasting, when I was building and loading, and then the next one will be for 3, which would be, that's those 2. Yeah, this last one here. Alright, so I'm going to get rid of that. And that just let me do this. Yeah, sometimes I'm worried that the game is just on the edge of crashing when that happens. Do you see, it's pretty wild to think how easy a lot of this game is now. I still think back the old way where we made circles and recall you having your hand off the keyboard so not to move in, and I know. The standing and spinning DC. That did a lot of people's head-ins, didn't it? Yeah, there's certainly a lot of niceties with Satisfactory now. Alright. That overflow, I'm going to if I was to do that there, that's going to be annoying. So I might do it here. Even I think it would need to be there. I'm just wondering if I did that, I might put another merger here. Well, oh, we fell too many levels. All right. Definitely think nudging was an excellent addition to the game. And then infinite nudging just took it to the next level. Perfect. All right, so the whole point of this is I can now bring in the next floor down of overflow, as well as this floor. Now, are they... I think they've all got power already. They do have power. Now my output. So this one is this one here. So that is where the fun begins. I reckon if we get that to here, Got it? Perfect. Alright. Now, that lets me get... Oh geez, there's a lot going on here. That all went to there. Commie Scare, how are we doing? I'm doing well, thank you. We're working on some stators. We're getting some steel pipe. So that is just going to run along here. Alright, so that, what's that? That's one, that's... I'll do it to here. What about yourself? What are you up to? Very good. Have I ever mentioned that I hate recipes that have fluid byproducts? I've never heard a single Satisfactory ever play that at all. Ever. It's never been said in the game of Satisfactory ever. It must just be you. I mean, pipes and valves were consistent, no problemo, but they are not. They are not, no. They are not. Which is very disappointing. As a confusing creature would say, it's confusing. I reckon that can go there. Did you know that the valves only have a total of 254 possible settings, meaning on a 600 pipe you cannot find and control them? Yes. Yes. It's very annoying, isn't it? DC, definitely not one of the most fun parts of the game. I don't know. I hear a lot of people talk about how fun the game is. It certainly didn't until some research because the setup was not working. Yeah, I was actually didn't know it myself until I saw Sponget was talking about the other day, to be honest. And I learnt something new, believe it or not. You're always learning something new in this game. Sometimes you wish you didn't have to learn that something new. Right, that's my output. Alright, so now my input, some steel ingots. I think they're already being made. Because I'm pretty sure they're part of my petroleum coke byproduct. Here we are. Rotor, motor, modular engine, stator, modular engine. This is the one here. I should have a machine ready. And also I should have a machine ready for the other one here as well. So we'll bring them over together. We might bring them over on this side, to be honest. It might make sense to bring them in on the next one up, because I can wrap them around and then shoot them up that way. Literally the only reason why fluid byproducts change work are you ship in some random stuff like copper or concrete to burn the water, or two, use a hidden mechanic of priorities of the junction. Or you do what I do is you can do something with that byproduct, like heavy oil residue, and you can turn it into fuel, or with water you can burn it in a generator for coal power or petroleum coke power. There are a few options here. Okay, if I was to do this way, I would need to make the left one the furthest one would have to be the one for the stators. So this line that was here. Yeah, we can do that. We've got the room. I reckon I'm not happy with what I've done here, but it just is what it is. Alright, so we can come in that way. So let's do that right now. So we're going to do nice. My internet died for a second once you started reading my last message. Yeah, so what I was saying is you are right. But also you can burn the water with some coal in a generator, so you can make power from it. So there are some choices. They're not the best choices, but the choices exist. So I would need, if I was bringing it in, it'd have to be that one there. But still not awesome. That one to there, and that one to there. And then this one will be here. I didn't think about the generator. I even have leftover coal at the factory I'm working on. You just saved my day. Anytime. Petroleum coke's another one too. You can burn in the coal generator with water. But I balance it now. I'll resort to generators if it breaks. Yeah. Yep. It's good to have options. Okay, so my 22.5 has to be on this outside one. That's 22.5. Alright, so they are going to be all the way up here, I think. That's heavy modular frame. I need that set aside for some petroleum coke in the future. So it's 2 of these. Modular engine, 15, and modular, this one here. So 22.5, that's one of them. So it's both of these. I might... This is the one. Right. I think we're on the right level. No, it's the next level down. That's the 15. Oh, I can't see anything that's happening here. I'm going to... There's just no way. What I'm going to do is, I think, one there. Oh, hold on. No, I need to go one up. Are you sure? Yeah. Yeah, I am. Comes the autosave. Okay, so my 22.5 is this one here. This is my 22.5. There's my holes over it, so it's that one there. So I'm gonna go like this. I'll put that one facing that way and that one facing that way. And then this is my 22.5. Ugh, yucky. Stupid cable. That's right, we'll come down to there. So that one's going to go to there. So I just need to make these. So that one's going to there. And this one is going all the way to here. So I might just do that to that looked incorrect. Oh, I know it's why it's incorrect. Perfect. All right. Let's go and wait and see if that works. And then I'm going to go to the toilet while I wait. Let's go over here. Sit here and watch, and then we'll while we wait we'll also put the walls in this building. Alright, while that's coming in, I want to make some changes that we've been meaning to make here for a while. I'm not a fan of the stackable poles, to be honest. And my H-beam on the outside. I might just go all the way up. That was much better. We'll increase it as we go. Now, still waiting on some ingots. They're just coming in now. Oh, hold on. Gotta do the right thing. It's not going to work like that. That's why this one's working, because I did set it right. Because I deleted and re-added it and it's in the blueprint. That's good, because now that's coming at the right rate. There'll be a few more coming in a sec, because it was just that initial burst, because they come in bursts. Production cycles. This is a production cycle coming through now, this one. Yeah, so that's 14. So hopefully the next bunch of ingots will come in very shortly. They have to come in now. There, they just started coming in. Alright, so that should be alright in a minute. While that's all running. Abby, I got lost in all these processes. Don't worry. Trust me when I tell you I somewhat know what I'm doing. finally get walls on our steel pipe factory. It's good to get this done as I go along now, because it's been put off for a while. I've always wanted how you find which building is doing what. I have concluded now. Super brain. They're not very easily labelled. That's something I do want to work on. But it's also because I built it from scratch, so it's just glued in my head where I built it, and the next one and the next one. But yeah, when they all look the same, it doesn't help. That's going to change in the future. We're going to pretty them up, but for the moment, they're just butt ugly. It'd be the same if I jumped into your game. I'd have no idea where things were. But I'm sure there'd be some logic behind it. If I close the whole building like this with walls like all the four corners, when I look from inside it's glitchy. Ever get that? I do get that, yes. There's some weird fighting that goes on in the game. Hopefully that's something they fixed in 1.2. If you had epilepsy, I don't think you could play this game. Sure, I'll complete my build in another 69 420 hours, and sure will invite you. It's a perfect number. Should do that to there and make it look better. Okay, that's good. Once I wall them in though, I can't just fly to where I want to go. I'm going to go through the stairs. 97%. What's its problem? That one's 100. Surely I haven't got them around the wrong way. I spent so much time trying to work out which one was which. I feel like I have. We'll find out in a sec. obviously it's coming through at 60 because it puts a bunch of them out. But the average should be 27, 22.5. That numbers, it's really hard with low numbers, the throughput monitors. What's for dinner? I had some, yeah, here we are, we're at 98. So it is happening. I had a Greek salad. It was fantastic. 6. So I've got one production cycle left. And then the pipes are coming in. Perfect. Right, that's working beautifully. And let's go and check if they're making it to the stators. Gaz, I avoided Borderlands, but it's definitely time for sleep. How'd your job interview go, Gaz? Oh, I'll find out later. Peace out. Absolutely, Gaz. Chat to you later. Alright, perfect. We're getting our pipes coming in, so wires next. Alright. And then we'll have to send that to the motor factory. The motor factory is... It went alright, but barely have done interviews. Been pretty lucky with long-term jobs, so it was a little rough. Fair enough. Alright, we'll chat later, Gaz. Thanks for the update. Geez, careful hitting the other traffic. So this is the new one. I already ran it to the Modular Engine factory. Good. So I should be able to go with this one. The overflow is going to be different because it's a different design in here. Oh geez, I don't think this is going to... This might be alright actually. I think we're going to be okay. They're touching, they're rubbing, but they're not clipping. Oh, wow, that's just... yeah. It's not exactly right, but it's gonna do. To be honest, it's a tight fit, but for this setup, you have to redo the signs again. Yep. Yeah, it's all good. Quick copy and paste. Now that I know how this works, I know where to put the signs in the future. So this is my overflow here. Isn't it? That's overflows that way. Yeah, right. Oh, there's overflow here as well. I can work that out. Yeah, let's do this. That'll work to there. Yeah, we'll do that. In Satisfactory, when we think the factory size is enough, build another 10 tiles. Yes, that certainly is the case sometimes. Fortunately, not this time. That's part of this this build's character. That's going to be to here, and then that to that. So that's my overflow dealt with. So I think I'm going to bring the stator in here. Can I bring it in? No, that's going to kill it. That's all right. There's my in. Nice. Ah. Ooh. So that's my. Oh no, that's my input there for that one. And that's doable. I'll sort that out. And that means this is my input for this one. All I need to be careful of is this one here, whatever this is going to be in the future. That might be alright. But I'll build that there now so I know about it. That. This is going to be a nightmare, this one in the future. Looking forward to this one. Yeah. This one, I can always push this machine back too, which I think I will do. I might do it for both actually. That will solve a few other issues. I think that's a smart idea actually. Hashtag cyclists, absolutely. That, I'll fix that in a minute. And I have to fix that as well. I think it was 50%. Oh, I copied the recipe because I copied it. And this one got the new, alright, there you go. Well, that's solved that problem, kind of. It's not a problem I wanted to be fixing. I have no idea what's going on with Google Sheets at the moment. Okay, well actually, if this one was... Oh yeah, that's both ones, yeah, that's fine. Yep. Gonna connect. Wow. I don't like that. I'm gonna redo that one. Perfect. That's not what I wanted at all. Alright, that's better. Alright, so now, the whole point of that was I was going to bring the stators in here. And they need to be here. And then this one will be rotors. This one's coming in. That's given me a bit more room to come in for that one. this one here because that's going to go to there. This is going to be a tight fit here. Right, that might have saved my skin, I'm thinking, because that would allow one to there. That allows me to have, let's go back to this, 3 and 4. There we go. It's the wrong way. So that's to there. Perfect. Like it was meant to be. And then this now I just have to delete that to connect this first because this is a maximum distance, and then this to there is fine. And then this is going to come around to all the way down here. No, it's a 4 above. But what I might do is shift that across. That would have to shift that one. Yeah, it's the same height as that, so I'm going to there. So Draco, good morning, hello. Going to lurk and play while you play. Nice statue, by the way. Oh, thank you. I worked hard for that statue. Alright, and then that'll go, I can just pop that up a... and then that. This is it here. Perfect. Actually, I don't need to do that adjustment there. I don't think. Ah, that's perfect. We don't need to worry about that silly little... Lovely. One more thing, after seeing the statue in your hands, I've decided to go critter hunting until I have a good one. Good job. This is the last statue before the golden nut. Okay, that's excellent. We're done. Alright, I'm just going to check. Perfect. Alright, my spreadsheet loaded up correctly. I'm happy now. But I think that might be it for today, because we've got wire to go next, and then we're going to work on the rotors. So let's just go and check some of this fuel just to see how it's all going. With our sinking and stuff, because we've left it for a few hours now, like a whole episode. I'd be interested to see how it's working out. Like overflow system. Heavy oil's coming in fine. What's that running at? 89%. That makes about right sense. So this one should be 200 heavy oil residue, which should be reflected here. Oops. That looks about right. And then that's then unpacking it, and that's really good to see. This is the whole point of all of this. this is backing up, and because that's backing up, there should be occasional overflow. And that's exactly what I wanted. It's not much because also it takes it in the belt and then the more comes in the belts, and so as you can see we're not seeing any overflow, but it's that cusp egg. Off to golden nut. Exactly. And this will be about the same. This was 201. Should be. It's varying quite a bit, that one. I mean, if it's working, it's working. It's surprising not to see any overflow at all. So are the machines optimized already? They are optimized. Everything's mathed out to the nth degree. But the whole point of the overflow is when something stops, something breaks and goes wrong because I was building something, it accounts for that. And that's what it's for. It's the backup plan. So these are working perfectly. You don't want power to stop working. Once power stops, you have to stop whatever you're doing and sort it out. So this is the fuel into turbo fuel. That's running at 100%. That is absolutely beautiful. And this is what I want. And then this is the last one of this chain. And now we're onto the next machine. Are we? No, this is the last one of that chain. And now we're onto the other original turbo fuel. It's running 100%. This is beautiful. When power stops, I need to collect leaves and woods again just to restart it. Well, we've all resorted to that. Now this one's running at 97%, so, but that's because the fuel, maybe, yeah, the turbo fuel, I'm not too fussed, it's working. There's a slight imbalance in this one. That's something we can look at in the future, not something I'm worried about right now. Alright. And that should mean that my computers would be running, not this building, should be running at 100% now, because we sorted the circuit board issue out yesterday. So it was these two machines here. Yep, they're at 100% now because that circuit board is A-OK. That's awesome. It's great to see that all just humming along nicely. Alright, that's it for today. We'll wrap it up. We'll keep going with our motors, our rotors and stators in the next episode. It'll be onto wire. Things are looking awesome. I love this city. It's coming along nicely. Still going. Party's still going. It looks great from up above. Thanks very much. Yep, it's starting to really take some shape as all the buildings are built and as they grow, as we make more things. 5 coupons today. Rightio. So, make a note of that. Here's way. Okay, so today's episode went well. We started work on the Stator factory for the motors, which are for the modular engines. We worked on a new blueprint for the assemblers for the splitting and the smart splitter overflow for the inputs. And that's really good. So we laid out that for the Stator factory. After that, we then hooked up the pipes to the Stator factory, and also we already had the steel ingots being made for that, so they hooked up to the pipes. So the pipes are all done, and the next episode will continue with the rotors and the wire. And we managed to, and we also put the walls on the pipe factory. Walled that one up. That looked good. Have a good morning, afternoon, evening, or night. I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.